Properties of limits. Using algebra to find limits. If the limit of f of x over g of x, as x approaches to c, is equals to 0 over 0, we called as indeterminate form. Then we will evaluate the limit using factorization, or multiplication with a conjugate. The factorization technique is a method that factorizes the numerator, or the denominator of the function, and then limiting the simplified function. The conjugate multiplication technique is used, when a radical appears in the function. For example, find the following limit. To evaluate this limit, we are using factorization technique. Step number 1, use factorization technique. Next, simplify it by using cancellation. Then solve it. For example, find the following limit. To evaluate this limit, we are using multiplication with a conjugate, because the limit have surd. First, use multiplication with a conjugate. Next, simplify using cancellation. Then, solve it. Limits of piecewise. For example, find the limit of f of x, as x approaches to 0, where f of x equals to x plus 5 and x. To find the limit of f of x, as x approaches to 0 from the left, we look at x less than 0. Next, substitute f of x with x. Then, solve the limit. To find the limit of f of x, as x approaches to 0 from the right, we look at x greater than 0. Next, substitute f of x with x plus 5. Then, solve the limit. When the limit is not equal, the limit of f of x, as x approaches to 0, does not exist.